Good evening, chérie d'amour. This is Shesca, and I'll be a tarot reader for the time being. Welcome. Before I get into anything, I just want to say how grateful I am that you guys decided to spend some time with me. It means the world and beyond, okay? The fact that you guys decided to give me a couple million times to visit my newly YouTube channel, it's so, what do you mean? Like, it's such a mood booster, which is really necessary, especially when you're starting something new. Like, I'm not gonna lie, when I start something new, I don't really have high expectation. At least not right now. That's what I learned in life. I'm happy. You know, it's good when you take a lesson and you apply it on your everyday life. You know that you heal, you grow, and the trauma is gone, or at least the baggage of the trauma is gone. But it's a good mood booster to know that what I'm putting out is not BS and it's actually helping somebody and it's actually reading something you need to see. And I want to thank y'all again. So I'm looking at my stats. I'm fairly new at the end of the day. Like, let's be freaking for real. But I'm looking at my stats and it's very good. Thank you so much for engaging my content. The best way to engage, that's what I heard, is to comment. So if you want to comment, yeah, know I love to reply to my comments. So yeah, do this. Also, okay, I'm gonna do the disclaimers. English is not my first language, so yes, I do have an accent when I speak. I could go rounds and rounds and rounds, which can be some better word, but maybe not that extra clarification, that extra messages, babe. Don't be mad at me, just take the message, okay? Today is a collective reading. It's a bit of what the fuck reading, I'm not gonna lie, because I don't really have a team. You guys know I like team, I like series, I like to organize my idea, and I don't really have an idea organizer for this one. And don't worry, I know I need to pose my Blossom, Buttercup and Bubble reading. About to do that, but I wanted to put something that's just out there, like just a random ass collective reading. Because I feel I'm not gonna lie, I don't really feel called to do anything, especially when it comes to collective reading. Big card reading is solely based on you guys' spiritual team if they want to interact with me. Collective reading is me building like an archetype of the person and tapping in. That's it. So there's an archetype of people that I want to tap in really, and yeah. So it's like it's like breaking the routine, you know. And I've learned something. Whenever I feel like I am slacking with my routine, even though I'm pursuing something I really enjoy, remember when they say doing the same thing over and over again can make you insane? I'd be like doing something completely different in my routine. Mind you, the goal is still the same, but sometimes I'll be breaking my routine just so I can remember what the fuck I'm doing this for. You know what I mean? So yeah, so sometimes I'll be breaking routines. So right now I'm breaking routine exactly in my content. I've been doing this lately in my life, but I guess now it's like affecting my content too. So yeah, that's just it. So today the collective that I want to type to, the archetype I really want to type to, is people with no labels. Also, love and sexual reading out of nowhere. We're gonna start with the love part. The X part is gonna be in my extended. You already know where it's at on my Ko-fi. Yeah. But we're gonna do the love part on the YouTubes. If there's any XCX messages that came through on my regular, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I know, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna, you know, I'm just gonna filter myself a whole lot, but hey, I'm gonna do it. Oh, and I realized like we cannot really do music. Yeah, it's gonna be silent. Okay. So the archetype I really want to tune in is the type of my girls that are like no labels. Also my girly pop that also don't look the beauty standard. They look completely different from the beauty standard. Also, when I say girly pops, y'all, is really just the way I talk. I call anybody babe. Like, I call men babe, girls, even when they get annoyed. Because men be fucking getting annoyed, talk about, oh, you calling me babe? I'm like, oh, please, it does not mean much. Like, I'm not texting you tonight. I don't want to fuck you. I don't think you're sexy. I call anybody babe, honey, sweetheart, just anybody. That's just how I speak, really. If you got an issue with that, then get the fuck away from me. Like, bitch, you are in my way. Says who? Me. The fuck? Get the fuck out of my way. So yeah. So when I say girl pop, y'all, I'm like, oh, she only talking about people that own vagina and identifies owners of vagina. No, like anybody, literally anybody is in the babe. But essentially, I wanted to talk about my girly pops that are not a beauty standard. Also, y'all could be really, really quite short. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting really short, babe. I didn't say petite, I say short. Because petite can be like I really do know. No, there's like a Discord on the social media, like what the fuck petite means. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. What I'm trying to say is, you can be extremely curvy, but you still very short. Like, I'm really getting really my short girl. Low key, y'all, I'm maybe also talking to midget. It's coming through. Not in a disrespectful way, but it's also coming through. So if you're like a midget, or you just a really short girl, I'm talking 5 foot and under, I'm talking to you. Girl, boy, talking to you. Also, there's something about me looking at all the flag, the LGBTQ flag. My rainbow community. How y'all doing? Because there's specific flags that are coming through. I need somebody. No, I don't need somebody. I can just look at it. I can just research. Come on now. Exactly, pansexual. My pansexual people. I look and say my low levels or pansexual people, I'm talking to you. So if you're a no level type of girl, like you really don't give a fuck, like you, because it's giving like I do me, like I like what I like whatever is in front of me, I'm a like, then I'm talking to you too. But if you also identify as pansexual, I'm also talking to you. Also, if you dress colorful, like you generally like to dye your hair any kind of color. Also, if you're really into pastels, talking to you. If you dress very pastel, if you also have a Lolita aesthetic, like you really get into your Lolita aesthetic, yeah, I'm talking to you. Okay, let's get into it. Other message I wanted to come through. Can we declare the energy? Other message I wanted to come through. Oh, I already like this card. Other message I wanted to come through before I get really started. There was something else I wanted to come through. Let me just clean my decks. Clean the image on my deck. Spiritual scene. Clean the image on my deck. Clean the image on my deck. Spiritual scene. Clean the image of my deck. Clean the image on my deck. Spiritual scene. Clean the image of my deck. Clean the image of my deck. Spiritual scene. 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 Okay. Something else will come through, but it's not coming through. So what do you want me to do? It's like it's coming and it's going. Harajuku Barbie, cute core. Harajuku Barbie, it's sneaky, but like the Harajuku aesthetic. I think that's pretty much it. What else? I think that's really much it. So, what is your... Oh, yeah, I know what the heck I wanted to say. A lot of y'all, until last week, or until actually not last week, until this week even, Your life was a fucking mess. And it's not because you did not want to do the right thing. Like, you were doing everything right, but your life was still a mess. So I'm trying to say, like, this energy, your life was a mess since at least March. Like, it's a long energy. And I'm taking it's otherwise stagnation or chaos. Like, it was a fucking huge mess. And it's like you keep showing up and showing out. Like, you apply to different job, you apply to job, you change, you if you're trying to find a new place, you will actually go ahead, put more money into finding a new place. Maybe you even visited 20,000 places. Like, you actually put effort. It's like you're putting a lot of effort in whatever goals you have, whether it's school, finishing school. Like, you put a lot of effort into it, but there's something, you took a big fat L. Like, you still fail regardless. So you maybe failed to find a job, you maybe failed to finish that school year, you maybe failed to get the pet that you want, especially if you were looking at a specific pet. You maybe fail to win the competition that you really put a lot of effort into. You maybe fail into keeping that one relationship. You maybe fail to give that one friendship. You maybe fail to save one patient. I don't know. It's like you put a whole lot of effort, a lot of effort, prayers. Like, you did everything right that you could do, yet it was like you were always in a vicious cycle, and it was always flopping. Like, you changed ways, you took to different people, you got advice somewhere else, still it was flopping. You took a big fat L, right? And it's like until this week that the energy in your life, like, balance, like, it got rebalanced to normality, because you were searching for your next big thing, right? Whether it is to get that degree or pass that class or find that new job, find that car, find that pet. But it's like you were like, okay, if nothing is working, maybe the last option, and I mean, like, you really try to find any fucking option, still didn't work out. And you're like, maybe the last option actually is to maybe stay in the stagnant energy. Maybe the last action actually is maybe understand the chaotic energy. Maybe the last option is to actually do nothing. Which is funny, because back then you used to get so many L in the spiritual sense because you did nothing. And for the first time that you left, that you're like, okay, I have all the energy, all the tools, I'm emotionally regulated, I got this. But you did everything, it still failed. And for the past two weeks, you got used to doing nothing, accepting the reality that, hey, I did it all, I failed. Maybe I should go back to what I know, and maybe the new chapter that I'm trying to open, maybe I'm trying to say, it's like, maybe it's not like a new chapter that you were supposed to open. Maybe what you were meant to do is to keep going down the road. So I'm trying to explain is, you try to open a new chapter because you're like, okay, the road is finished, let me open a new chapter. But it was never the plan for you to open a new chapter. The plan was for you to pave the way into that new road. I feel like you stop in that road because you're like, oh, there's no more street, there's nothing more to walk. Like, everything is just jungle. So maybe it's time to just open a new door. And very optimistic, put all your tools that you have learned in your healing journey and in your growth, and you're like, bitch, the door fucking don't open. Like, the new beginning, the new life, the new everything is not opening. Like, what the fuck? Not understanding that your job was actually to pave the way. So you were on the right path at the beginning, and you know you were on the right path at the beginning, but you thought the next good step in your right path was to open a door, start something new. Not understanding that the fact that there is no road, it was actually for you to pave the way. It makes you think of the TikTok that goes, it's like you looking at your spiritual team and you're like, wait. This is all? What is that? It's not gonna be enough, baby girl. And the other person goes, well, make it enough. That's literally what your spiritual team did. It's like, you're like, that's not gonna be enough. Like, there's no road, there's no people, like, there's nobody that did like me. I can't even ask advice on the path that I'm going. Like, it's completely brand new in my family. Like, what the fuck? I don't even think one of my ancestors even did that. And your spiritual team are like, well, make it enough. Because what the fuck are you doing trying to open doors that's not even yours? There's not even, and the worst is, like, there was not even a knob on the door. There was not even a key to the door. There was nothing. because it was never yours. We can't even sit down and debate if there was even a door. It's just because you saw no road, you're like, oh, I'm done. Let's go to the next step. Not understanding the next step was actually you cutting the trees, pulling out the bad flowers, putting on the big boots and walking in the no pavement road and try to make your way. You know, which is funny because the week as that we're in, at least in Ancestral Federation, it's a week that a lot of people are losing their mind. Like, I've seen it for the past 2 weeks. I've seen a lot of people lose their mind. Like, and while they're losing my mind, I'm actually super good. And I realize it's actually because if you believe in an ancestor and you believe in everything like that, it's because this is the week that the ancestor comes back to accelerate your karma, to accelerate you paying your debt. Which, and I was like, oh my god, actually, I was like, man, I never felt so good in the past 2 weeks. Like, what do you mean accelerate pay karma? And then it got into my mind. Maybe because I said it often. I guess it was my confirmation that I was not dreaming, and that was confirmation to me. And maybe it's confirmation to you. I officially, like, I've been done, but like now I can say it loud and proud that I am done paying my karmic debt. Because the way I saw people, like, I seen people fighting to blood for the last 2 weeks. Like, I'm not joking. Like, and it's because everybody's paying karma. So every karmic habit, every generational trauma that has been created, you have to pay for it, right? Well, me, I never felt so good. I never felt so alive. I never felt so organized. And it made me realize, like, I've paid my debt. And that's funny because nothing is getting a rise out of me. Like, nothing is really getting, like, it's not like nothing bad is happening, but it's like, whoop, whoop. Let's move on. So I feel like you also, maybe also another reason why you're so good this week, even though everybody else is literally crashing out. I mean, they're, even in TV show, look at TV shows that you guys be watching. Like, if you took Love Island, example, everybody and their mama are crashing the fuck out. It's debts. People are paying their debt. So when it was time to do the healing for generational curse, and you did do it, every time between the June 25th to the June 28th, usually this point in June 25th to June 28th, they're coming and they're like, yeah, well, like, you must pay. So what's up? We can accelerate. We're gonna put fire under your bum. So you do it. So maybe you guys, it's a confirmation that you guys really did the healing. Like, I really did what it was asked for you. Like, nothing is really against you. Like, you good, you straight, you ain't. So essentially, all this to say that you're good and you're straight and you ain't. But regardless, we're gonna go into this and we're gonna see what's your energy right now. Some of you guys play an instrument. You could play the guitar. And you're very passionate about playing the guitar. Like, you may be a guitar collectioner. Anyways. Your current energy is the 10 of Cups. In love right now. Your current energy is the 10 of Cups. Let's see what that could potentially mean. 10 of Cups is usually a beautiful energy to be in regarding love. Another thing that's coming through is whoever you're dealing with, they don't care about people's opinion no more. They don't care if whatever you guys are pursuing is doomed. They're listening to themselves and they really crave this and they really want this and they really think that you guys are literally the one they're gonna marry. So that's one thing coming through. You may have introduced your partner to your family, but maybe their family don't like you. I'm just here, acquired taste. Like you need a different kind of taste bud to enjoy you. Like you're not everybody cup of tea at all. And I guess their family didn't really like you. Or maybe their friends didn't really like you. And you know that I have to show out and show off, but if you ask, you're gonna tell the truth because you're not scared of who the fuck you is. But on your family side, they really did quite like your partner that you introduced to them. With the 10 of Cups and the message I got there. But on the other side, they don't really like you. The other one, he said he don't care about it. But the thing is, it can really be an issue. Let's see if you guys are actually meant to be together like that. Is this meant to be? Because if it's meant to be, it will be, baby, if it's meant to be. So come on, ride with me, ride with me. What did she say? Let's see where this shit goes. Cause if it's meant to be, it will be, baby, if it's meant to be. Cause come on, ride with me. So there's something about new beginnings in your energy. What would I do that? There's something about new beginnings in your energy. Yes, Ten of Pentacles. You have all the good energy. You have all the good cards. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, babe. So it's meant to be. I don't like when people marry or partnership with family that don't like them, because it's really hard. Life has taught a lot of people around me very, very close to me suffer because of it. I really don't like it. So let's see, why the fuck do they not like you? Not that we really give a fuck like that, but if you must not like the girl, what the fuck are you not liking her? If it's meant to be, it will be, baby, if it's meant to be. So come on, ride with me, let's see where this shit goes. If it's meant to be, it will be. Why do they like my collective? Why do they like my Chérie d'amour? What did they do? Why do they don't like my no labels babe? My pansexual queens. I look, I want to say they're a hater type of family because all the cards are fucking good. It's almost like they hate you because you're so good. But hey, I may not be cocky. Because I'm always going to take my subscribers, my collective, my followers side. That is who I am. So let me not get cocky just because I like y'all. If it's meant to be, it will be, baby, if it's meant to be. So come on, ride with me. Let's see where this. Let's see, is it even worth it to change their mind to begin with? Like, let's see if I could work. Can they actually change their mind? Or it's useless and I just need to give you the warnings. Like, what are we doing here? not worth it to change their mind. They're very sure. And you know why I'm thinking it's not worth it? Because a lot of people think when I say, oh, it's worth it to change their mind, you're saying, okay, so I'm a black babe, okay? And if I were to be with somebody, let's say they're Caucasian or they're white, okay? And they introduce me to their family and their family is racist, I'm not gonna lie, it's useless to change their mind. Like, it's not. If a black president, if Barack Obama did not change their mind, if Martin Luther King did not change their mind, it's not gonna be my black ass that's gonna change their mind. There's nothing that I did that's so great to change their mind. So that's what I mean by it. I don't mean the petty, oh, I don't like you, that can be fixed. I'm talking the real shit that I can't change your mind upon. So I'm low-key feeling that their family is homophobic. And there's no changing their mind on that. You're really, really confident on your person. You're really confident on your partner. And you guys also spend a lot of time together. You're really clingy. You're a clingy babe. You like spending time with them. You like to cling to them. Like I said, I feel like you guys had a moment that you guys took a break. And in that break, they had to do some healing. First thing that they really had to do was also it's like stop letting people in their head. And what I mean by that is maybe they come from a family where is otherwise they're the parentified child, maybe they're the golden child, or maybe they are the where their parents are passively still controlling them, and they're allowing it because they care so much about making them proud, making them happy, and they carry a lot of guilt and shame just to the point that they had to say no to their parents. So they had to heal that to begin with, and they also had to come to the truth themselves that maybe they also have a bad attachment issue that they also have to deal with. And maybe they try to hide you too, which I'm not with that. But then I understand why. Like, please, the family is homophobic. Let's not play these games. And I feel like they told you, like, they had, like, quite a homophobic family. Like, they didn't lie to you. But the fact that they still take the shot and present you, that also shows that they don't play about you neither. So, let's go down all the reasons why they don't like you. Because I feel sincerely you don't know why they don't like you. And I'm going to tell you why they don't like you. It's because they're homophobic. That's why they don't like you. But since I already draw the cards, let's go down on the reason they fucking damn fine not to like you. So you have the High Priestess, the Knight of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Wands, and the Moon. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and dive into all of this. You may have manifested your partner. Like I'm hearing it took years in the making. Like you really have manifested your partner. I'm also hearing the TikTok sound that goes, oh, I keep forgetting. It's like in my mind I can say it, but like to transfer for the information to go to my tongue for me to speak it is hard. But technically it's Dr. Umar saying like it took a Negro 3 years to do it, but it took a white man 1 week to do it. Like he said something like that, like it took the black man 3 years to do it, but it took a white man like 1 week to do it, something like that. So it's like you have spent so much time manifesting that person, while that person may have came out of like a toxic relationship and you were there like perfectly waiting for them. Like for you it was perfectly crafted, okay? They're like everything you wish in a partner. But for them, it was like, dang, I cannot believe I just find my one and only. Like just like that. How lucky am I? It's giving the vibe of that. Why do they not like you, babe? Sorry, I focus on this because I'm channeling. They don't like you because they are everything they claim to be. No, you are everything they claim to be, but not in the way they want you to be. Explanation. The best way I can explain it is, so I grew up Christian, right? And I'm not saying all Christian, but Christian, they really are like, I love all my neighbors. Um, hate the person, not hate the sin, not the person, like those backhanded stuff. And I like to laugh about Christian these days. Let's take an example about MAGAs, okay? They're like a cult Christian, that's what I like to say. Because as a moment, like they're like canceling all the immigrants out of the US, they're deporting, kidnapping, with no illegally. It's funny. They're trying to find immigrants that came here illegally and deporting them illegally, but it's not really what's happening. They just take any fucking body and deport them, and they put them in one of the most high-end, super protected, gang-affiliated fucking prison. Do you know how fucked up it is? You putting a random anybody in a prison that has one of the worst criminals on this planet. Anyways, we're not gonna get to that. But moving on. And I always sit down and I'm like, do they know that the Jesus they're praying to is an illegal immigrant? Jesus was born in Nazareth, but he was not supposed to be there. He was supposed to be born in his hometown, but that didn't happen. I keep forgetting the story. And technically his parent, sir, on a donkey, they made their way to Nazareth and they start banging on doors. The people open the doors for Mary to birth. Nobody wanted to help them birth, so they had to go to the barn, literally, on stuff that are very uncomfortable, like the whatever, like the animals eat, like the horse eats. She had to lay there and give birth there. So first of all, in the whole story, Jesus is an illegal immigrant. Okay? But second of all, if we stick to the story, you guys are acting like the neighbors in which Mary was banging doors talking about, can I give birth please? And they were all saying like, oh no, you can't do that. You guys are acting exactly like that. But you swear you're better than everybody else because you're right, you are following the righteousness. You know? And other people are not following the righteousness. But other people are like better people, you know? You do it because religion taught you to do it. They do it because they knew not to do it. It's like, oh, but what are we gonna do if there was no religion? Like everybody would be killing, and it's like no, because who the fuck wants to live in a chaotic world? Nobody wants to live in a chaotic world. Why do you really assume that just because we take away religion that everybody would be a killing? And I always laugh because I'm like, do you guys know history? Okay, so I have a lot of Mercury in me. That's how I read. History, if we're being literal, how many people killed in the name of religion? Isn't it in England that we had 7 queens because of religion? Did we not colonize a lot of people in the name of religion? Did we not strip people from their land, their culture, and their identity in the name of religion? Did we not kill kids, bury them under school in the name of religion? So you're not telling, you're saying a bunch of nothing. That's why I always say about Christianity. Like, you're saying a bunch of nothing. I'm not laughing about Christianity because anything. There's some good Christian out here, and I really do believe in Jesus, and I really do love Jesus. So no. I'm not laughing at it. I just don't like the religion. I just don't like religion. Religion, the concept of religion, I don't like it. I don't believe in it. But it's just sometimes it don't be making sense. It's like your point is, it's like it's very Christian giving end. So to go back to you, you are not following the righteousness. You're following the freedom. That's already ick, especially if they're religious people. You're not supposed to follow the freedom because freedom is following the flesh. If you're following the flesh, you're sinning and you're openly admitting that you're sinning and you're open and happy to be sinning. That ain't good. But what pissed them off is, dang, like, my girl is sinning. She knows she's sinning. But at the same time, she said she does not drink. At the same time, she said, no, At the same time, you have a very soft voice. You're very polite. You're very kind. You have your degree. You have your own pace. Okay, you're healthy and you have a good lifestyle. And it's like, dang. And people are like, oh, thanks to Jesus. You're like, oh no, not really. I'm not really religious. It's really hard work, really. And it's like, it's outstanding because it's like, you know, often they would paint people that are from the LGBTQ community, my rainbow babes, as delinquents with no future, just messy people, disruptive. And it's like, you are sitting there telling them, oh no, I've been open my sexuality since I'm in high school. And you're telling them, oh yeah, no, I actually did law school, or I actually studied engineering, or I'm actually a doctor, or I'm a nurse. Oh no, I don't drink. I've never been much of a drinker. No. Well, no, I prefer doing video games than going and partying out. Yeah, that's what I prefer to do. Yeah, that's who I am. Actually, I was a virgin until I was like 24. Could be surprising. Yeah. No, not the type to really kiss around. Quite a late bloomer. And you have a very good pose, and you're living that life that day. Even my own is not living the life. But yet the one that's supposed to be Satan worshiper are living a better life. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you are everything they wish they were. Okay? But despised at the same time. So, I was right taking your side. I knew damn well my collective is not going to support me because I saw the cards. I was like, it really sounds like they hate you for all the right reason. And I was not wrong. Anyways, let's show the Nine of Cups in reverse. Another reason why they do not like you. They also don't like you because you don't budge in your boundaries. You're not gonna lie to them. And that's the same thing I said earlier. You're not gonna lie to them. They want something. They ask a question. You're gonna tell them the truth. But you're not gonna fake intimacy with them. Like, it's not like, okay, I know you guys hate me. You have shown me in the way you talk to me. You have shown me in the way you talk to my partner when I'm not around them. You have shown to me by the way you look at me with disgust, by the way you're passive aggressive, by the way you think that this is such a big opportunity that I'm even able to be eating under your fucking roof, even though it's just a dinner that I was invited to. So no, I'm not gonna go to the shop and try to buy a gift for my partner with you. No, I'm not gonna go and do my nails with you. No, I'm not gonna go to church with you. When I tell you I'm not religious, no, I'm not gonna build fake intimacy with you. Like, this is boundaries. Like, I will be polite. Okay, I would even be, it's really giving retail polite. Like, the retail type. Like, I will smile at you, giggle with you, be nice with you, answer your question, never cross the boundaries. But I'm not going to go out of my way and create intimacy because at the end of the day, I'm being polite and respectful to you, but nothing in me wants to please you. It's giving, who is Todd? Why would I change the way I talk? Why would I change my talk for Todd? Who is Todd? It's like, why would I do that? Why will I do that? I'm not doing that. But I don't mind respecting your boundaries. I don't mind respecting the value that you have when I'm under your roof. I don't mind it. But no, I'm not gonna go to service. No, I'm not gonna let go of your son because you don't like it, or I'm not gonna let go of your daughter because you don't like it. No, I'm not. But I'm gonna be respectful though. And I can send you like a little card for Christmas, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to spend Christmas with you. But look what I do there. They also hate that. You do not let them have in. You are very strong on your boundaries. And to traditional people being strong on their boundaries is a big form of disrespect. Okay, so from their perspective, you're disrespecting them because you don't want to give in, you don't want to sacrifice your boundaries. And family and tradition is all about sacrifice from their perspective. Another reason they don't like you, the Nine of Wands. The only reason you don't like you is because maybe you guys are about to move in together with your partner. Or maybe they don't like you because you guys are at least going into 1 year to 2 years commitment. So technically the next step is marriage. If you follow the rules, after 2 years, 1 year, 3 years you get married. So maybe you guys have been committed with each other. Maybe you guys were once, maybe your story depends on the storyline of your couple. Maybe you guys were committed for like a year, then you took a break, and then you came back together. So technically it's adding up. So the next step is probably getting engaged. So they don't like you because of the commitment, the seriousness that this relationship is. So technically, from this perspective, you are the devil that is hooked on their kid. And by you not letting go, you're bringing their kid to hell with you. Okay? The other reason they may also dislike you is because you guys may be moving in together. That also will mean that that person, your partner, whoever you're dealing with, will show to the world that they truthfully committed to dealing with a person that's part of the rainbow community. And that's wrong because that means the neighbor gonna know, Facebook gonna know, the sister at church gonna know, the family gonna like, they be asking like, oh, where is such and such, and they're gonna have to answer like, well, he went ahead and went to live with his girlfriend. And it's like, he had a girlfriend. It's like, oh yeah, that one girl that's part of the rainbow community. So it's gonna make the people talk. And essentially, the Nine of Wands is just show how committed he really is to the love that you guys are, entertaining, protecting, building, engaging into. And the last reason they really dislike you with the Moon. Motivation. They hate the fact that you're so sure of your couple. In fact, they hate the fact that you're not letting go. Like, you want this. Like, you're not scared to say, like, yeah, I do want to marry your person. And yeah, I do want to, build a family with them. If it's through adoption or maybe it's through the bank donor. Like, I don't know the situation. Like I'm saying, I feel like I'm talking to a broad people, or it's by, oh, they're going to carry the baby. And but it's by adoption. Like, I do want to build a family with them. Like, it's like you guys want the whole shebang, but in a rainbow way. Like, you guys want the house, the kids, the nuclear family, just in your rainbow way, And It's pissing them off that that's your motivation and you're loud and proud. It's almost like, how dare you? How dare you? And also for religious people, you're ruining people, you're destroying people, you have an agenda, you're killing people, you're the devil, and with your bad seed, you're trying to create a whole family around the bad seed. Like, it's not enough that you take their daughter or their son, you'll also want to take babies, kidnap babies, and raise them under your satanic agenda. It's crazy. How fucking dare you, bitch? How dare you? Who give you permission to do such a thing? You know. So essentially, that's what the. Anyways, I'll make it short. So what's next? Because I don't really need to stay in that energy. Like, there's nothing much to do. Like I said, when I got my answer to my question, there's nothing much to do. So I'm not gonna stay in that energy. So what energy you're entering with you and your partner? You have the Eight of Cups in reverse. You guys are probably right now living a healthier lifestyle. Like, it's a confirmation. You guys are, like I said that earlier, I feel like you maybe have stopped drinking for a while. You maybe do not engage in smoking no more. You maybe do not party no more. Like, you are living a more stable lifestyle. You may eat better. Like, even if you're quite fat and curvy, you know, plus size, I'm trying to say, and when I say that, I do not mean by the den, I swear to God, I don't mean it by the den, but maybe you are that, and now you're like, okay, you know what, I'm not doing it because there's this strong confidence that you have in yourself. Like, you don't do nothing to please the public. Goes back to the family. That's why you don't please the family, because you don't do nothing to please the public, which then you are in a position that the public would pressure you to please them. Like, how dare you not please us? Like, you're a woman of color, you're a woman, you're a fat woman, you need to please us, you need to fix yourself to make us happy. You need to fix yourself so that you can, you know, live up to our standard. How fucking dare you? And you're like, no, I don't please nobody, I don't please you, like, I don't please society. So you're not changing your life because you're trying to be the next big thing. No, you're like, okay, you know what? It was fun. I don't really like the way my life is. I don't regret nothing, because when it was, that season was a good season. When I was, you know, ordering food whenever, when I was partying, drinking, shaking ass, and smoking. But like, that's not who I want no more. Like, I want more of a stable lifestyle. And maybe now you're actually, you know, doing Pilates. Maybe you're doing some what we call it, pole dancing. Maybe you do some yoga. Maybe you're actually doing some, like, you know, sport. You go to the gym. You're eating more. You may be eating less too, but you're eating more healthy, but you're eating less. Like, you take care of your health. You actually go to your doctor appointments. You actually schedule your doctor appointments. It's giving, I'm a big girl now. That was so random. I never, oh my god, it's been a hot minute since I hear that. You guys remember the Huggies? The Huggies back then, and the Huggies, I grew up like watching that. I don't think it's there no more. I don't really watch TV no more like that, but when I was younger, for the Huggies, when they used to sell the Huggies for kids that used to go to the bathroom, or that are learning how to go to the bathroom, they'd be like, I'm a big girl now. It's giving that energy. You guys are like, okay, yeah, I'm a big girl now. Like, I'm gonna act like a big girl. Like, it's enough. Okay, I had my years. I was like acting like a kid and enjoying my youth, and now I start to make something out of my youth. So yeah, and I feel like another confirmation. It's not new. Like, you've been committed to this for at least 2 weeks to a month. Like, you're not in the new energy. Like, it's not like you started today and you hope for the best tomorrow. Like, you've been committed to do the right things for at least 2 weeks. It can be more than 2 weeks, but you've really been committed to doing it. That's your new lifestyle. That's the new you. It's not really a new you, because you don't really know what the new path that you're going through is gonna birth. You have no idea. It also shows how detached you are with the end result. But it's like, going back to what I said at the beginning of the reading, it's like, if it's meant for me to pave the way and to deal with the cards that God gave me, then it's time to deal with the cards God gave me. It really is what it is. Anyways, let me get deeper into the Eight of Cups in reverse. Y'all may be art directors, or that's the new path you're starting right now. Maybe you try to go for a more stable path, and I'm putting the quotation marks. And I feel like it's not just you that are starting to just commit to this healthier lifestyle. Even your friend group, your sisterhood, your friend group, you guys are starting to commit to the grown woman lifestyle. You know, you're doing stuff like wine tasting. You're doing stuff like going on vacation, not just the club. Like, you're going on vacation. You actually put money to the side to go to vacation. Maybe you're committing to pint and sip. Maybe you're committing to cooking classes. Maybe you're committing to cake decoration classes. Maybe you're committing to Pilates, like, different stuff. Like, it's not anymore like, let's just go smoke, shake some ass, and go to the club and fuck. Like, which is not bad. It's not bad. It was a time of your life. Now it's over. Like, you guys are going to something different, and that's what you're committing into. But art director is important, so let me dive into what really is an art director. If you're new around here, girl, I love to read the dictionary. So here it is. Because I believe every word has a meaning and a nuance, and we must know what it is. So art director is the process of overseeing and guiding visual aspect of a creative project, such as a film, advertisement, or a video game. I'm really getting video game energy because I did say that earlier. I think I hint video game, like you spending time just playing video games instead of partying. I feel like you are diving into the video game world, and before committing, at least for the past 2 weeks into it, maybe you try to go towards a more stable job. Okay, maybe you try to go into marketing, maybe you try to go into administration, maybe you try to go into corporate, but nobody call you back, nobody hit you up. But then you saw this beautiful opportunity about art direction, and you're like, you did it for the fuck of it. You're like they really gonna fucking call me back. Like, I don't really have any experience there. Like, I literally just did like one internship, like, and they actually hit you back. They actually enjoy your portfolio, and they actually wanted you in the team. It's like, dang. And like, you're happy, but you stress at the same time because you have nobody around you that can guide you and help you in that new path. And yeah. Anyways, congratulations, babe. Congrats on this new bag. Girl, you must accept it. Accept it, okay? And tell yourself that if you already have your feet in the door, especially if it's spiritual, it's because you're already meant to be there. So there is not a lot of stuff that can go wrong, okay? Nine of Cups in reverse. Let's go back to Nine of Cups in reverse regarding your guys' couple. You don't want to give up that person, and I feel there's gonna be something that's gonna try, because I'm not gonna lie, maybe you really want reassurance that your person is not going nowhere, because yeah, they had like kind of back and forth energy. They're not going nowhere, but I feel there's gonna be a revelation that's gonna come in your couple that's gonna disrupt again the harmony of your couple, and it's gonna solidify once more how much you guys are not ready to give up the emotion that you guys are feeling right now, because it's all about emotion, especially with the Eight of Cups in reverse. It's all about emotion, the feeling that you guys share, the intimacy, the vulnerability, the love essentially that you guys share. It's never been felt before. It's like in the movies, and you guys are not ready to give it up. but something is gonna pop up that's gonna disturb your harmony and your couple in at least this month or in the next month. That's gonna solidify for both of you how much you actually want this. Okay, so that would be it for the first part. You guys can go in the second part where we're going to get into this shaky parts, you know, of your guys' relationship, whatever shaky that needs to come through. But for the first part of it, it's done. So again, before I let you go, you can always book a reading with me if you want to spend more time, you know, or more sleep on how to deal with such a family, because there's always a way to deal with family like that. I just didn't want to stay in that energy because I know there's something better and extended for me to dive into. I'm being a bit bratsy, but I don't play. Like, I just like good energy. I don't even like to invite bad energy, but I don't mind diving into hateful energy, especially to strategize how to deal with them generally. So you can always book a reading for that. The collective reading that I'm not supposed to my coffee right now, that's going to be a follow-up of this reading. It's going to be free, so you can see how my collective reading goes, especially when I go after, you know, after the shadow, like after dark. How do I read? How does a reading on the no filter way feels like? It's going to be on Ko-fi. It's going to be free. So I'm waiting for you there. On that note, I'm gonna let y'all go. Doodles.